What is up, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Start, Build, Grow Show. As many of you know, you're entrepreneurs, you're contractors, and you're looking to grow your business. One of the most important things that you must get right is finding great people and having a professionalized hiring and onboarding process. So I have an expert with me today, Paul Sanneman. Sanneman, is that right? Sanneman.
You got it. That's right.
With Contractor Staffing Source. And he specializes in helping professionalize this process within construction companies and roofing companies and contractors all over the place. So I'm excited to learn more about this. I could attest that the growth of our business has been it's been imperative that we had to figure out how to hire people. And you've mastered that. And I'm excited to learn from you as well. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Appreciate being here. Well, first place, why is someone listen to me? That's a good question, right? So I've been a business coach for 50 years. Makes me an old guy. I've worked with a couple thousand companies in that career. And what happened to me about 4 or 5 years ago was I could take a business from 1 to 10 million. I knew all the right stuff to make that happen, or 15 million, but we couldn't find the people. Mm-hmm. And if you grow a business without people, it doesn't work. So well, first thing I did, Randy, is I got all the best process. I got, cool software, and I got, applicant tracking systems and all the really cool stuff and assessments and whatever. And I gave it to my clients, and they totally screwed it up. They just didn't have time to do it. Like the number one reason people don't take time management is no time, right? So I gave them all the systems, and they messed it up. So I said, okay, fine. So I gave all the systems to a guy in my garage, and I said, okay, I just want you to, I'll go charge my clients a monthly fee, and I will do it for them since they always don't have the time to do it themselves. Okay. Fast forward 4 or 5 years. I have 35 people on the team. We screen 6,000-7,000 resumes a week. We've hired like 2,000 or 3,000 people. Good news, 90% of them worked out. We run 400 to 500 job ads a day, and we're pretty much every market in the US and Canada. So what I'm going to share with you today is how was I able to hire 2,000 or 3,000 people and have everybody almost work out.
Love it. Well, and that's the idea is, obviously someone, a sharp entrepreneur is going to see opportunities to, outsource and find people who can help them achieve their goals, such as hiring great people. But at the end of the day, this is an educational podcast. Like, we're entrepreneurs learning the trade. So we're going to hit you with that.
What they need to do it themselves and do it right. All right.
Let's do it.
So I'll tell you, I pulled it. I just want to look credibility. It's Contractor Staffing Source. And that's what I'm going to teach you, how we do what we do. If you want to do it yourself, go for it. But you can't skip steps. All right. The first one is you write a killer job ad. Now, again, Randy, this is an ad. It is not a job description. The purpose of an ad is to get somebody to quit their job and come to work for you. So if you don't say something out there that's going to get somebody to quit their job and come to work for you, it isn't a good ad. Just like if you write an ad for roofing or write an ad for anything done, it's got to want people to pick up the phone and call you, or it's a bad ad, right?
Yep.
So the number one is write a great ad. And I can show you, AI's made it a lot easier than it used to be. You can use ChatGPT to do a great job. I'll show you how to use that later. Okay, now, next, post this ad everywhere. Just don't throw one in Indeed and consider you're done. We post on 100 job boards, LinkedIn, Facebook, everywhere you can possibly place this ad, you need to put it. You just can't put it in one place. It needs to be everywhere. You can also use AI because you can say, write my job ad, tell me where I should put it. It'll give you a list of 15 places to put it. So that's really important, okay? The next one is, this is the hardest one. This is respond in real time. So we respond to 6,000 or 7,000 people in real time. That means the instant they place their thing, they've got to respond. Like it's speed to lead, right? So when you have an ad in roofing, how long do you have to respond if someone calls you on the phone to get it back to them to probably get that lead to work?
Instantly, minutes.
Right. And it falls off like a rock. Like there's the first 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and you get to minute and it goes like drops by 50%. Get to 10 minutes and you might as well not even bother, right? Well, typically in construction, some guy puts an ad in, somebody will say they get back to him a week later. That isn't going to work. So,
well, and that's the biggest complaint of contractors, right? Is poor communication. You go to a small market and they're like, "Oh, you answered the phone. Congratulations.
Right.
You're already better than 90% of the contractors
right?
I'm dealing with."
Right.
Exactly.
So that's the hard thing to do yourself, is because we have gone through 500,000 applicants to hire 3,000. Comes out to be 300 applicants per position. So when you place this ad, do you have a mechanism to get back to 100 people in real time? That's difficult for a lot of companies to do.
Yes.
That's probably the hardest one to do yourself. Ads, you can do that yourself. That's not too tough. You can post the ad if you're really good. I'll show you the 15, 20 places to post it. But responding in real time, that's the hardest part for the average guy. He doesn't have.
Yeah, we're running around in our trucks with our heads cut off, trying to run our business and figure things out. And we're growing and delivering good quality of services. And then all of a sudden we're trying to hire people. Same thing. Bad communication. Can't get to them fast enough because they're too busy.
Right. You just put somebody on the phone that's doing nothing but just pick up the phone the minute they call. It's crucial. Okay. Next one is a detailed skills assessment and behavioral assessments. We have one best in the business, but you can now test people for who they are, what they know, their integrity. You can assess everything. We have a really good assessment. You can come up with one, but you've got to do an assessment because you don't know what you don't know. Mm-hmm. So assessments are absolutely critical. Behavioral skill and skills assessments are mission critical. Next, do a video interview. You can do it on, if you want to, you can do it on Zoom or something. We have a video process so I can show you how we do videos. We do videos on everybody. So first place, you do the assessment, you do the video, then you do an in-person thing where you actually talk to them in person. And then from that, you do background checks, you do reference checks, you make a competitive job offer because the guy ain't going to quit his job. And then you have a really good onboarding process and KPIs to make that all work. So it's a simple formula, right? Like you had your book. There's like 3 or 4 things you do. If you do all those, you'll find good people. Getting people to do all those is the challenge, right?
Yep, exactly.
And so now where AI helps is you can go in ChatGPT. I don't know if I can show it here or not, but you just go in ChatGPT and you can write, I am a roofing contractor in Cincinnati. I want to hire a roofer, a project manager. And explain who your company is and what they do. Just put that all in ChatGPT, very specific about your company and what you do and what you're looking for. Use as many words as you need to write that entire explanation. And then you tell ChatGPT, you are a world's hiring manager, you're a great marketing guy. And then you literally tell ChatGPT, write me the job ad that'll get somebody to quit their job. Tell me every place I should place that job ad. Give me a job description of the position. Tell me how much I should pay that person. Develop key performance indicators. Give me 3 behavioral and 3 performance indicators. Be very specific on the KPIs. Write me an onboarding for the first 6 weeks. Give me a day-by-day description of what they should do every day to make sure this person knows their job. And it'll do all that for you. Boom. Takes about 5.5, maybe 15, 20 seconds, and you're done.
You're showing me about talking about this, how ChatGPT literally streamlines this entire process. So why don't we take a look at that? Let's take a look. Show us what you're working with.
I'm going to show you. I can't type, so you need to be quiet while I do this. But I'm going to give me a roofing company and a size and a geography, just so I can do something that's relevant.
Let's say we use mine. Elite Roofing in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, and what are you looking for?
We are looking for a new service manager. We'll just say that.
Okay. And what's your volume about? What, 10 million?
Yeah, I mean, we're about we do, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 roofs a year.
Okay, so I'm going to say, okay. Give me a second here, I'll get it to go. Click on here, and you go. I am the owner of Elite Roofing Company. We are in Denver, Colorado. We do 1,000 roofs a year. I'm looking for a service manager who is going to work for my company. I would like you to write a job ad that will get them to quit their job and come to work for me. Tell me how much I need to pay them. I want you to write a job description for this job. Also tell me all the places that I should place this ad, and also give me KPIs for this position. I went 3 behavioral KPIs and 3 performance KPIs. Also give me a 3-month onboarding plan and make it do it. Let's see, hold on, we go. A 3-month onboarding plan with a week-by-week description of what I should do each week with this person to onboard them. You are the world's best HR person as well as a marketing person, so make this an amazing opportunity. Okay, now, Randy, you'll see what it does, okay?
Love it. I noticed it, right at the top, it said ROSA, not roofs, but
it'll figure that out.
Still working, yep.
Okay. So it talks of, here's the ad, right? Are you interested in roofing personal, take your credential level, roofing company, blah, blah, 1,000 roofs. Work for the elite roofing company, competitive benefits, $920,000, depending on experience, growth and leadership, cutting edge technology, a player culture with integrity, high value, key responsibilities, oversee roofing services, ensure custom, blah, blah, develop and implement services, manage job scheduling, qualifications, 5 years, excellent leadership communication, knowledge of blah, 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 providing ability. Are you ready? That's the ad. Then talks about pay recommendations. It says 90 to 120,000. Job description, it gives you the job description, $900,000, gives you key responsibilities, gives you qualifications. It talks all about the key responsibilities, qualifications, strong understanding, and then it gives you specific KPIs, leadership and team development, successful mentor and train technicians. You reduce turnover to 10% in 6 months, communication skills, margin, high level, current satisfaction, clear with 4.5% or higher, ability, respond quickly, 90%. That gives you performance KPIs, job rate, 95% service, customer satisfaction, 4.5 or better, profitability, 15% increased profitability. Tells you where to post a job ad, Indeed, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, roofing industry, social media, Facebook, Instagram, local trade schools, work, mouth referrals and programs. There's a 3-month onboarding plan, gives you every week by week on board. Okay. Pretty amazing, right?
There you have it, folks. Your entire HR department is done through ChatGPT. However, this is a perfect time for those of you listening to the podcast to plug the fact that we record videos of all these podcasts, and you can see this live, see this screen share that we're doing. Just go over to our YouTube channel and just go to the Roofing Academy. I know it's a little bit weird. It's the Starbucks Growth Show, but it's all posted on the Roofing Academy. So make sure to like, subscribe. You can go to this specific video and check it all out. So right. Hopefully you go to the video side.
Right. Randy, you can also say, you know what? I'm going to give it. Can you please give me 10 more places to put this ad? I want to make sure I get the right person. Make it industry and geography specific.
I love it. I think that the key here is understanding what to prompt the thing, right? I mean, I think a lot of people see the power of like AI and ChatGPT, but they don't know what to prompt. Seems like you've done this a few times.
Yes. So now I'm adding roofercoffeeshop.com, I hire construction, roofer contractors, give me National Roofing Contractor Association, Blue Book of Roofing, American Subcontract. Gives me 10 more places to put this ad, right?
Wow.
So, incredibly powerful tool. And this tool will cost you all of $20 a month if you get the deluxe version.
Well, there you have it. Go check out some ChatGPT to help you build out your next job description. Okay, so now we got the hack, right? You showed us the hack. Let's carry it on and give me some, key, things that you've learned throughout this process in mastering this.
I've learned is about assessment. So I'm going to try to share another screen. Here we go. We're going to give this a shot. Right, Andy, we may have to edit it again, but I'm going to go to here. go to the hire talent and go to, hold on. Give me a second here. And I'll show you the next sort of cool thing. And again, it's better if you do this on video. So I'm going to try to share my screen again. Let's see. Can you see that screen or not? Am
I can see it. Yep. I got you shared. Yep.
So it says HR screening pipeline. See that one? Okay.
Yep.
Sample. So see the sample, right? So if I click on the sample, this is our assessment program. Okay. I'm going to show somebody what a good assessment program looks like. This is inside of the applicant tracking system. So in an applicant tracking system, you place it here, it goes on all the job boards, responds in real time, does a lot of the work for you if you have a good ATS, all right? And we have, I think, one of the best. We developed our own, actually. And then you go to, I'm going to go to samples, and I'm going to go to somebody you work with, which is Corral, okay? I assume we're on the same screen. Can you see the inside of here?
I can see it, yep. And
then I'm going to try to do answers because sometimes StreamYard doesn't cooperate with me. But where are we? Go to here. It blinks and I don't know why. Open report. So let me know if you can see that report. It's going to load in just a second.
Yeah, it's taking a little second. So what is it your I guess verbalize what you're doing right now for those who are
what
listening.
I'm doing is I'm showing our assessment. One, you have to place the ad. We talked about having a killer ad, placing it everywhere, and responding in real time. But also, once you get the response, because you've done all the first things right, how do you find out if the person is right for the job or not? And that has to do with an assessment. And depends on the assessment. We have our own assessment. It's slow down. It takes a long look. But the assessment is crucial in making it work. A good assessment will tell you what the person's character is, whether they have the skills that are necessary. We use a predictive DISC assessment. So he talks about here like personality of a position, behavioral type, personality recommended for this position, attitude, competency, ability to test. And we use about 100 algorithms to get to percentage of probability. Anything over 30 is good, right? He did a 59, so it's great. So we know he's highly probable of succeeding this job. Did they take the assessment correctly? And then we do it. You know what DISC profile is, Randy?
Yep.
Okay. We have a DISC profile. We have a really cool one. We have a predictive DISC profile. We've gotten literally 100,000 of these. And we know what a roofer personality should look like. What would a manager personality look like? What does sales personality look like, right? So by giving them a predictive DISC profile, we can literally know if they have the right personality to succeed at this job. So in this case, organization, attention, detail, comfort didn't matter. But if it was a project manager, these bars would be higher. They need to be between the gray bars. And then we have reliability, assertive matters, confront people, self-esteem, patience, appreciation, listening. Those all matter. Things like cold calling comfort, impulsiveness, creativity. So we at this point know he has the right personality to succeed at this job, which is very important to know. We can't tell an interview.
So I can back that up. I mean, I went and got certified, and my leadership team, we ended up getting certified through a company called Consulting Resource Group, and they have the PSI, the Personal Style Indicator, and I've had the CEO on here a few different times, Ken Keys and DISC assessment. There's a number, Myers-Briggs, there's a number of different assessments. Sounds like what you guys have built was absolutely incredible, and I can attest, like, our company is, just as even a personal story, we've had to rebuild our production department a couple different times over the last couple of years. We scaled a lot and had a lot of challenges. And this last time we've done it is we were really focused on the personality assessments, and we ended up putting two people together that are different, but we looked at it from a scientific perspective, and obviously character and all those things are important. And we decided that we a little bit of a hunch, but a little bit of backed up with some of the, the science behind the assessments. And we're like, I bet you if we put these two people together, that they can build a streamline production process that we have for them. And it's working very well. I can tell you that, using and leveraging assessments. I changed the screen over because it was still blinking at us, but your description was fantastic. So vitally important.
The other thing when it comes to integrity and attitude, we can tell whether they're critical, negative, they blame others, or honesty. And on the assessment we have here, if you click on a line, it tells you what it is, what it is not. Like, one of the questions they have for honesty, which is a good question, is Let's assume it's important to you to support your boss, right? Well, then the question is, how important to support your boss? Well, if we say it is, hypothetical situation, let's say your boss asks you to tell the customer the product will be delivered in 2 weeks. You know it's 4 weeks. The boss knows it's 4 weeks. What are you going to do? You're going to lie and support your boss or tell the truth. Lying and supporting your boss is the wrong answer because that means your truth telling is conditional. That's the kind of questions you have to ask to get at this. This is who people are. You can't change who they are. You can change what they know, but you can't change who they are. All right. And then we go to the last part, emotional competency, and things like motivation, communication, that kind of thing. Analytical intelligence. We give an IQ test. We give a mechanical skills test. We give things like, are they humble, confront fear, confront people, and, logic traits like discernment, draw conclusions, unusual logic. By the time we get to the end of this, I clearly know the person has the right personality as well as the right intelligence and integrity to do the job. Some things I can't ask Randy, like, how old are you? What do you look like? How's your English? So we do a video interview, right? So we do video interview for all the candidates. We structure those questions specifically for each candidate, all right? So what happens is we make sure that we ask the questions, whether it's how much you want, what your background is, how are you, how many roofs you've been on, pick a number. And the questions are geared specifically for each person, each company and each job. So between the assessment and the video interview with all the right questions and doing background checks and reference checks, like we don't miss very often. And this is what you need to do to succeed. You can't end run or, you can't cut corners here or you'll end up with the worst person who's not good enough to keep or bad enough to fire. This is how you build a great team.
Man, this is such an important topic. I'm grateful that we connected and got for you to come here and share some of the wisdom you've learned. So if I wanted to connect with you, what's the best way to do that? If I want to learn more about this and, hey, I'm an entrepreneur and I listen to this, I'm listening, I'm driving in my truck and I'm like, hey, I can either try to do all this and hack it with ChatGPT, then have to respond and then have to look at all the assessments and do the things, or I can just maybe call Contractor Staffing Source and go that direction.
Go to contractorstaffingsource.com. You can book an appointment with me and I will personally talk to you. I take all the appointments coming in. I will talk to you about tell you how to do it yourself or how we can help you do it. And the thing is, we do it for a fraction of the cost, Randy. Well, you know how much normal personnel agencies cost, right?
Oh yeah.
We can hire up to 5 people for $1,500 a month, all in, including everything we do.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
And we have 4 people on your team. So you're not going to find 4 people on your team, unlimited assessments, unlimited videos, the world's best applicant tracking system, all this stuff, all in for $1,500 a month. You can't do it on your own for that, not even close.
I love it, man. So we just go to contractorstaffingsource.com.
Yep, that's it.
Awesome. And you have a podcast as well. What's how do I find you there?
It's on our website. It's Business Success Tips. You can go there too. It's on YouTube and check that out. And that's more general. Our website has a lot more specific stuff that has to do with recruiting.
Awesome. All right. So here's the thing. I didn't warn you ahead of time because you're an entrepreneur. And I'm sure you're quick enough on your feet. So in a tradition for every guest I have on the show, right at the end of the show, I put you on the spot and I ask you for your golden nugget. And what that is you're speaking to entrepreneurs. You're speaking to some people that have been in business a long time, some people that are brand new, most of them in the roofing or construction space. What is your best piece of advice that you would give to them?
I'm going to steal it from Jim Rohn. If you know who Jim Rohn is.
Love Jim Rohn.
Work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
No more words needed. That's so powerful. Yeah. Speaking of Jim Rohn, for those of you who haven't heard of Jim Rohn, I went and found on Audible like a 9-hour. No. It was longer than that. It was like a whole couple day seminar that I just played. I've listened to it a couple times. Like, you want some inspiration, you want to learn some amazing things from the godfather of life coaching and business coaching. Jim Rohn is your guy. He's incredible.
Right.
All right. Hey, Paul, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you, man. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us some amazing wisdom. Take care, everybody. Make sure to subscribe, share this with your friends, and take care, everybody. God bless.